Hey there, team. I want to tell you about something really cool we've got in the Tribe of After communities, and it's called Tribe Love Letters. It is the coolest, most random thing that we've come up with yet to spread the word about my new book, It's Okay That You're Not Okay, Meeting Grief and Loss in a Culture That Doesn't Understand. But this is actually bigger than this book. Here's how it all started. One of my people in the Writing Your Grief alumni community had this idea just before the book came out that they wanted to write love letters to random people, make them on these really pretty cards, and stick them inside the book when the book came out, and then leave the book in random places for some stranger to find. So they did this. When the book came out, they made their love letters and they put them out into the world in strange public places, maybe not so strange. They left them on park benches, at the dog park, in public restrooms at the zoo. They left these books places, and then we all wondered about where they went and who found them. So these notes that people left inside books out in the world for random strangers to find, they weren't notes trying to fix somebody's pain or cheer them up or make them feel better. They were love letters. They were like messages in a bottle out into the world from people who wanted the recipient to know that they knew how hard it was to be a grieving person in this culture. They knew how hard it was to be in pain and to feel like nobody understood. They wanted the recipient to feel like they had been heard and companioned, both through the love letter that they wrote themselves and inside the book. It was so cool. I knew I wanted to do this on a much bigger scale. And I have some personal reasons for this too. Back when I was first widowed, we had this phrase, too precise to be random. Things happened for me more than once that we might dismiss as a coincidence, but they meant something to me. So more than once, everybody, I would say probably 3 times within the first year and a half or so after Matt died, I found books, but not just any books. I would be out for a walk, crying, usually, wrestling with the enormity of Matt's death. At the edge of the woods, I would find a book. Usually the title of the book meant something to me. I found books in the dog park, and I would open up the book, and there was a passage in there that spoke to exactly whatever I was struggling with at the time, or it was just this neat little line that helped me feel less alone. Now, whoever left those books, or dropped those books, or lost those books, they gave me an unintentional gift. And their unintentional gift helped me survive. So I want to do the same thing, but I want to do it with intention. I want to do this on purpose. I want to take what started with those amazing people in the Writing Your Grief Tribe of After community, and I want to bring it out to the wider world and start a revolution. And I need your help. I take love very seriously, team. I want this book and your love letters to go out into the world where people can find them when they most need them and when they most feel alone. This is your chance to deliver love to somebody you will probably never meet and you'll never know where it goes. This is your chance to be the person who creates Too Precise to Be Random. You can be part of the unseen force stitching the world together for somebody who needs you most. You can be part of this team. Look, grief is hard. It's hard to be in pain in this culture when people don't want to hear the truth about your reality. When they tell you that everything happens for a reason, or at least you had them for as long as you did, or if you would only think positive, things wouldn't be as bad as you make them seem. It's such cruelty. With your help, we can get this message that there are some things that cannot be fixed. They can only be carried. We can get that message out into the world where people can find it. Really, people, I want this book and your love letters and your support and your companionship. I want it so easy to find, so saturated in the world that grieving people don't even have to look up from their feet in order to find it, in order to find that companionship. I want you to be part of spreading that love through the world for people who need it most. When somebody finds this book, it opens a conversation about grief, which is really a conversation about love. If the person who finds it is grieving or struggling with some loss in their life, no matter what that loss is or what that hardship is, this book will be a companion. If the person who finds this book is working hard to actually support somebody in their life that they care about and they don't know how, this book is like your trail guide. I want this book out in the world, and I want you to be part of the team to make that happen. Look, we all have a role to play in making this world kinder, safer, and more gentle for everybody. Being part of the Tribe Love Letter Leave a Random Book campaign, you are doing your part to make this world better for everybody. Are you with me? I'm going to assume you said yes because that is just the kind of person you are. So here's how you do it. First, get your hands on a copy of this book. It's Okay That You're Not Okay, Meeting Grief and Loss in a Culture That Doesn't Understand, from me and from Sounds True. The next thing I want you to do is write a love letter. Now, Sounds True made you a printable card. Here's my skills. They made you a printable card. Now, the card that they actually made for you to print off or download and print off is in color. I don't have a color printer, so mine is in black and white, but this is what it looks like. Print this off or make a card of your own choosing. If you print it off, fold it in half. That will make the inside of the card itself blank for you to write your own message. Fold it back up, yours or this one, doesn't matter. Take it, stick it in your book. One neat thing we really did, because we don't want somebody to find a book and think, oh, somebody lost this, I'm going to leave it here for them. We want them to know that this book is for them. So on this part up here, Sounds True did, this book is for you. You can do this on your own cards unless you use this one too. So just make sure that something on the book says this is for you, so the recipient actually knows that they can take the book and it's cool to take it. Then, once you have done that, write your love letter in there. It can be short and sweet, it can be simple, it can be long, it can be involved, it can be whatever you want it to be. Just remember that our intention here is to give somebody companionship, not correction. Then, here's the really super fun part. I want you to sleuth out a super cool place to leave this book. Some ideas, some places that other people have left them, me included, some places that I've left them. Bus stations, bus stops, right? Those little station-y things, that's a really good place. Those free libraries that some cities have, those little free library box things, those are a great place. Coffee shops, that's usually where I leave mine. Dog park, always a good random place to find support of any kind. The only place that I would probably say don't leave them is maybe at the airport, because airport security is not so big on unattended packages being left behind. So maybe not that one. But any other creative places that you can think of are good places to leave the book. Once you've found a really good spot and you've left your book, snap a photo of it and upload it to your social media channels. Tag those posts for me with Tribe Love Letters, Tribe of After, and It's Okay That You're Not Okay. That way we will be able to see your handiwork and we'll know that you are part of the team. There's also a little note on the card that Sounds True printed off to the eventual recipient that if they want to upload a photograph of where they found it and how that book touched them, they can do that too. Now, we don't expect that of grieving people, but you as the giver, you as the writer of the love letter as part of this revolution, you can do that so that we can all see who's doing what and gain some inspiration and encouragement from each other, okay? Excellent. So, I'm so glad you're on this team. I am so glad you're here. For whatever brought you here, I am so glad that you're here with us and you're part of this team. There is so much pain in this world, everybody, and it can feel really overwhelming what we're up against in this grief illiterate culture, but working together, we can make things better. We can change this, and we can do it in fun and creative ways and make things that are so precisely, beautifully, randomly strange and loving, and we can be that point of love for people who most need it. I'm so glad you're here. And I really want to see the awesome work you're doing out in the world, so be sure to let us know that you are part of this team. Now, I will say that being part of this rogue team of random love letter book leaving people is kind of addictive. Some people do this once and then they keep doing it and they keep doing it. So if this turns into you and you want to do this Leave a Book campaign as an ongoing practice, here's an even cooler way to do that. So Sounds True is so excited about this campaign. They're so excited about this Tribe Love Letters thing that we're putting together, everybody. You can email sales@soundstrue.com and ask them about the bulk discount rate. There are levels of discounts depending on how many books you buy. And when you do this, do let the sales team know that you are part of the Tribe of After Love Letters, Tribe Love Letters campaign. They love to hear about all the ways this book is getting out in the world, and they're also part of the secret team too. So they really understand what you're talking about. do be sure to leave them or to email them and to ask them about bulk discounts if you want to do this on a larger scale. And that would be awesome. No pressure, no commitment, everybody. Leave one book, leave 1,000 books, whatever feels right in your heart for you to do as part of this team. Again, I am so glad you're here, and I can't wait to see the love that you put out in the world on behalf of all of us and for all of us. I'm super, super glad you're here. For more information about the Tribe Love Letters campaign, about the book itself, about all the other things that we do over here at Refuge in Grief, and if you want to become an official member of the Writing Your Grief alumni community and the Tribe of After, check out refugeingrief.com, and we'll see you soon.